Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, I'm just going to do my college football news video now. I'm not going to wait till later tonight, because I still have two more wild card games to cover. I have the Warriors game, so I'm going to get the college football news out of the way. So far through today, obviously there's going to probably be more as the day goes on, but I just want to cover what I have now. So, first bit from On3 Sports. First thing of the day was Auburn transfer wide receiver Cam Coleman has committed to Texas. He announced it was a big day for Texas in the transferring portal. But they get Cam Coleman, one of the top receivers out of the transfer portal. Really good move here. I think he's going to be really good in this Texas offense. So there's going to be no excuses for Arch Manning. I think he got better as the year went on. Really impressed me at the end of the year. I think he's going to be really good next year. So I like the weapons they've got. And they got another one today in a running back. But Cam Coleman's going to Texas. Texas A&M and Mike Elko are trending towards landing a elite transfer portal prospect. And On3's Pete Nakos has logged an expert prediction for Texas A&M to land Alabama transfer receiver. I wouldn't say elite transfer portal prospect, but he's good. But yeah, NC State transfer running back Hollywood Smothers. He's flipped his commitment. He's flipped. I think he transferred from Oklahoma, NC State, Alabama, and now he's flipped to Texas. Alabama fans are freaking living in hell, man. But this sport is cooked. And Alabama's in shambles, by the way. They can't even get a fucking running back. It's just college football, man. There's no loyalty. But it's really a shit show. It's a bad look, kind of a bad look for him. Like, oh, I'm not gonna. Oh, he told them, I'm not gonna take any more visits, and then. But it's a big move for Texas, obviously. They had Cam Coleman and then Hollywood Smothers, two really good offensive players. So good moves for them. Auburn transfer quarterback Deuce Knight has committed to Ole Miss. Hayes Fawcett reports. It's a big get for the Rebels. I think this kid's going to be a stud. I know he played one game against an FCS team, but he looked really good as a 5-star. I believe he's a former 5-star recruit. I think it's a really good pickup. Honestly, felt this is a pretty easy prediction once Chambliss was officially... Sorry, I'm looking back at the NFL game. That's why, if you wonder why I'm looking back at the TV at times for the NFL game. But, yeah, that kind of felt like an obvious get here. Once Chambliss was denied his eligibility, he felt this was a pretty obvious pickup of Deuce Knight. But I believe this is all from On3. Let's go to Hayes Fawcett. Huge get from my Kentucky Wildcats here. Running back Cedric Baxter Jr. has committed to Kentucky. He was ranked as the number 1 running back in the 2024 class per On3. He'll be a problem, man. Like, he had a really good, I think, freshman year before he suffered some injuries, which kind of set him back. I don't think he played that much this year. But he's just one that never worked out due to injuries for Texas. I think he would have worked out if it wasn't for the injuries. But hopefully he can stay healthy for Kentucky, hopefully. And, just hopefully it works out. But he's already shown he can handle the rock at the high level if he can stay healthy. Penn State true freshman transfer Andrew Olish, tight end, is committed to Oregon. He'll have 4 years of eligibility left. He was ranked as a 5-star recruit in the 2025 On300. Florida State transfer receiver LaWayne McCoy is committed to Louisville. He'll have 2 years of eligibility left. Montana State transfer corner Carson Williams is committed to Indiana. Earned freshman All-American honors. So going from Montana State, going from national champion to possible national champion, trying to win both championships. Texas true freshman receiver Jamie French has committed to Michigan. He tells On3 he'll have 4 years of eligibility left, which is one of the top receivers in the 2025 class. So, great move for Michigan right there to add a true freshman receiver. Georgia Edge Elo Modozi is entering the transfer portal with the do not contact tag. He had 7.5 sacks through 3 seasons with the Bulldogs. SMU transferring back Chris Johnson Jr. is committed to Clemson. One of the fastest players in all of college football. He tells on 3 sports. Alabama and Arkansas State edges, Kelby and Drew Collins have committed to South Carolina. Oregon quarterback Luka Moga is entering the transfer portal. He'll have 3 to 4 years in eligibility left, depending on medical. We already talked about that. Iowa State transfer corner Jeremiah Cooper is committed to Penn State. He's ranked as number 11 player in the portal. And Penn State and Iowa State still trading players. We already talked about Cam Coleman and Hollywood Smothers. FAU transfer defensive back Josiah McGrew is committed to Arizona State. So West Virginia transfer receiver Cam Vaughn is committed to Miami. He had 83 receptions for 1,344 yards and 9 TDs the last 2 years. Whew. Alabama true freshman transfer Mikey DeBose is committed to Vanderbilt. He'll have 4 years of eligibility left, ranked as a 4-star recruit. Ole Miss starting offensive lineman Delano Townsend's entering the transfer portal. He'll have 2 years of eligibility left. Mercer transfer quarterback Braden Atkinson is committed to Oregon State. He totaled 3,611 passing yards and 34 TDs and won the Jerry Rice Award. We already talked about Deuce Knight. We already talked about Elijah Bo Barnes. We went over everything today from Hayes Fawcett here so far. I mean, obviously there's still going to be probably more stuff. I might do another college football news video mix in with one of my other videos tonight. We'll see. See if we have anything else from Hayes Fawcett before I move on here. So from the transfer portal account now. Maryland defensive lineman Cedric Smith has committed to Colorado. San Jose State offensive lineman Jeray Moe has signed with Utah. Colorado State transfer quarterback Braden Fowler Nicole has committed to Michigan. No way this dude is still in college. Oh, this dude was somewhere else. Baylor transfer quarterback Walker White have signed with Central Arkansas. Defensive lineman Miami transfer Dante Simpson is committed to Missouri. Missouri cornerback Mark Manfred III is signed with Kentucky. Don't really know much about him, but he's like I think he has 4 years of eligibility left, I think. Isn't he like a true freshman or something? West Georgia quarterback Davin Wider is committed to Louisville. Georgia edge, we already talked about him. Malachi Williams, Penn State edge, is committed to Virginia Tech. He is a former 4-star recruit. North Carolina defensive lineman DeAndre Robinson plans to enter the transfer portal. Former 4-star and Florida transfer. Lavin Johnson's going from Texas to Maryland. Illinois transfer defensive lineman Angelo McCollum's committed to Texas Tech. Mackenzie Allen is going from Washington State to Oklahoma. Wait for it to load. Kelby, I already talked about him. Florida State transfer safety Earl Little Jr. has committed to Ohio State. Northern Arizona transfer offensive lineman Seth Smith is committed to South Carolina. San Jose State offensive tackle Nate Hale signed with Alabama. Iowa transfer edge Brian Allen is committed to Vanderbilt. Cam Vaughn, West Virginia standout transfer, is committed to Miami. Zon Raines, Oklahoma transfer, signed with Mississippi State. Miami transfer wide receiver Nye Carr has signed with Wake Forest. Florida tight end Tony Livingston plans to enter the transfer portal. Lane Kiffin and LSU are trying to land transfer portal quarterback. I feel like it's going to be, what's his name? Landon Clark, most likely. We're talking about Michael Bowes. Offensive lineman Joshua Raymond, Florida State, is planning to enter the portal. LSU defensive lineman transfer Sadir Mitchell is signed with Wake Forest. Xavion Hardy's going to Baylor. I believe he's a South Carolina transfer. Wake Forest wide receiver Reginald Vick is committed to Colorado State. Utah transfer defensive back Donovan Saunders has signed with Purdue, former Texas A&M transfer. But yeah, I believe that's all the news so far today for college football. I'm sure there'll be more throughout the day, but I just want to get the video in, this one in now. So, yeah, that's really all I gotta say for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, so leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.